Let me make sure that's what they said. I know they did though. Yes, 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 yes. They, everybody can be heard. Okay. Um, Earlier there was somebody was literally, and I have a copy of them, texting Brandy and saying that the bashing was going on in your live. That's why I went there. I was coming straight to you because that's what they said. Brandy didn't dream it up, make it up. And then Mike was also texting her, but the timeline of the way he was texting her made it look like that you were the one saying it because then he told her, ask about me and Chris bashing him, and then he said Connie's live. Connie said something, so that's what it made it look like. We spoke with Mike on the phone. We got that all cleared up. That's straightened up. That's somebody trying to start shit. We don't know who it is. They're saying they're one person, but we're not sure if it's them or not. The next thing is, I'm just gonna say it. The reason that I have issues with you is because it brought to me that you at the time were the only one, I don't know what that noise is, that knew Chris's journey, and that you may not have directly put it out after y'all had y'all's falling out or whatever it was, parting of ways, however y'all want to put it, but you sent it to someone who had no business with it, whoever that someone is, and they put it out because it did have your email on it. So I'm going to let Chris go from here to straight so that y'all can just go with that.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not going to get with you, Connie. I'm not going to do it. I can argue with you. The only thing I'm going to say.
Wait, Chris, you're breaking up. Chris, you're breaking up.
You're going to get off the
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I am off of Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Now we can hear you.
So.
Oh, wait.
Okay. It's saying that I bad signal, but I did full. The only thing I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to respond back to you, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to sit here screaming match with you. I'm going to leave if it does become that, because I don't want it to become hateful or an aggressive live, and I want to respect Slots Live as well. That is the same screenshot that I sent you when you asked me about the 501c3. No one else even knew the full name of the foundation to even remotely look up the foundation. That came off of Sunbiz, which no one would ever think about looking on Sunbiz for the business, because I never said that it was a Florida business. With that being said, like, I just want the truth, honestly. And another thing, playing off of that, is, of all people, of being gay, transgender, lesbian, bisexual, because you do have a family member that is one, that my address was on there. My full name is on there. If a hate group would have came after my family members or any of my family members, that would have been on you. And if someone would have done that to your son or your sister or your brother, or maybe even a third cousin that you were close to, and put that information to find out where that person lived, and then you got a phone call saying, hey, your sister, your son, your brother, your mother, whoever is in the hospital because a hate group came after them, you would feel so livid, you would want to get payback for what they did. That was messed up, and that should never have happened.
Chris, I am telling you
I would swear on my children's lives, I did not do that. I did not do that. I don't know how I can prove it to you, but I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, I did not do that. I didn't even know what you were talking about until you explained it the other day. I was totally lost. You guys posted that thing. And I swear to you, I know it sounds like you think the stupid old woman. I didn't even know what in the fuck you were talking about. I didn't do it.
I know you didn't do it. I just want to know if you sent it out.
I didn't send it out. I didn't have it to send it out. I didn't even keep it. You sent it to me. I never received that sheet of paper. I swear to you, you can look through, I have not deleted anything of my stuff. You can look through any of my deleted stuff. I would not even balk at it. I have never received that sheet of paper ever.
How would it have your email address on it then?
I swear to you, you can look through my stuff. You can look through my deleted stuff. I do not know, but I have never received that sheet of paper.
Do you have anybody that is in your house or comes in and out of your house or anything that has access to your stuff that may have like had a vendetta against Chris or Brandy or both of them or whatever that
they wouldn't have a vendetta against them. They would have the vendetta against me, but they would have my email address, but I don't know how they would intercept it. But I'm still trying to figure out in my head, but I'm telling you 100%, I've never received that sheet. Hold on. Hold on. Just a minute. Hold on 1 second.
Emailed that to you.
Hold on a second.
I got Phil sitting right here with me. Can you just hold on 1 second? He has a question.
Can you does Chris still have this thing that supposedly had your email address on it?
Do you still have that has my email on there? Do you still have that?
Yeah, it's posted on Reddit. It's still on Reddit.
It's posted on Reddit.
It's been on Reddit since the day you threatened to release our deepest, darkest secrets.
I know, but our deepest, darkest secrets are not the same as your deepest, darkest secrets.
I'll go see if I can find it.
You have to remember, we're totally a whole different gala than you. And at the time, when you guys were releasing secrets, my whole thing was, and I don't want to say it on here, I would say it in private where no one would know it. My whole thing was a whole different line of deepest, darkest secrets.
I don't have any. Do I not? I've already made it apparent that I don't like said person, and I made it apparent that I really don't care about her.
It's not. I could.
So just be 100% honest. Then, what were you talking about? Deepest, darkest secrets. My background.
No, it had to do with. If I say it on here, then someone's your people are gonna know, and it's gonna hurt feelings. And I would be more than happy to call you on the telephone and three-way it so someone could hear. Because if I say it,
I don't have anything to hide. You could say it.
Well, okay. It had to do with money and friends. Okay.
Do you know what she's talking about?
I have no clue.
Oh, come on,
money.
please. Best friends.
Somebody owe you money. You let somebody borrow money. You help somebody out. Somebody owe you money. Somebody do you wrong about money. Something like that, maybe.
I mean, I have a couple of friends that I've let borrow money, but that's not no deep, dark secret.
Well, that's to me. That is to me. You have to remember, I am old school. That is to me. That is a deep secret that you don't tell people when you lend money. That is something.
But you wouldn't be giving our deepest, darkest secrets. You would be calling somebody else out that we let borrow money or we gave somebody money to.
But then they would know that you had talked about them.
So
I don't care.
I'm going to jump back. I'm going to jump backwards just a little bit on this.
Okay.
Connie, I have the screen recordings of a Snapchat group that you had almost a year ago talking about me and my background and saying that you didn't think I should be with Chris and you were trying to figure out how to get rid of me. And you can't say you didn't do it because I have the recordings.
Yeah.
I also have...
I have never said you should not be with Chris. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You
I'm
said
sorry.
that I was a bad person and you were trying to figure out how to get me away from Chris because you didn't think he knew that I had a felony in 2013. Those are your exact words. I also have the DMs, you reaching out to other people, trying to get them to look up my background and telling them that I was bad for Chris and that you was trying to get me away from him and you didn't think that I should marry him. I have all of that. Like, you can't say that you haven't
I'm
been up to
telling
that for the
you,
last year.
I am telling you, I did not do that. Because I'm telling you, if I didn't want you with Chris, I wouldn't have had to use your background and stuff. There is other things I could have went around the way, and I could have. There's other things I could have. Well,
Like
there were
reaching out to my ex-husband.
no. Oh, hell no! It had nothing to do with it. Chris and I, when we. Okay, so can I just? Well,
Yeah, I'm just going to shut up because you're just lying. I'm good. Go ahead.
I am not lying. Okay, fine. I'm going to say it. And if you, I don't give a shit then, I guess. If you want me to just be mean, then I'm just going to be mean and say it. Chris and I used to talk. We used to talk a lot when you guys first got, when him and I first started talking. We talked about children a lot. We talked about how you gave your children lots of money. And I had said, that's sometimes just a mother thing. We do that. And I told him, sometimes you just have to back away from that shit. If I was a real bitch, I could have said, you know what, this is just a point in time in your life. If you don't like it, you just need to fucking leave her. But instead I said, this is just a point. Sometimes you have to work through these kinds of shit and things. And that's exactly what I said.
Right. And Brandy knows that because she was right next to me when you were on the phone with me.
She was gone.
I mean,
she was gone back to Ohio. You were there.
There
and
was
you
plenty of
talked
times when we were on the phone and she was right next to me when she
And there were
supposedly
times-
went to Ohio. Connie,
there
here's
was-
the thing. You lied. You lied about everything that you said that you didn't do.
I'm telling you, if I did do it, you show it to me. Because if I didn't want you together, I very well could have said to you, when you told me what a pig he was that stayed in your house and how you didn't want him coming back to that house when he stayed there. Oh, yes, you said he was a pig. He left garbage in the damn
I didn't say he was a
room.
pig, but okay.
Oh, you said he was a pig, Christopher.
No, I didn't. I said he left stuff around, which is known.
Yeah, he's a teenager. Me and Chris have discussed that. Like, I don't even care about that. That's irrelevant.
He's a grown-ass
So if
man.
you're trying to break us up again, it's not going to happen.
I'm not.
We talk about a lot of things that you don't know that we've talked about. There are things that you think you only know. And let me just put it this way, Connie, is that there's a group chat out there with Cajun, with somebody named Leah, Salty Lauren, whoever it is.
And
there's
Vibes.
a group chat with you and Vibes that we have, that you're sitting there wanting Brandy out of my life and trying to get her away from me. We have all that.
Well, you can have all that because I have never sat there and talked with anybody in any group conversation.
So somebody made a fake account a year ago with your name on it to...
I'm telling you, I have not.
Brandy, you have recordings of something because I heard it.
Yeah, that's Connie's post that she made that she took down, talking about me, that I was letting you listen to earlier. We'll get to that here in just a little bit.
You can say whatever you want. I never once tried to come between you. I never ran the background check on you guys. I never had a harsh thing to say about you.
That's
Ever.
a lie.
So
Your past lives has shows different.
I posted the screenshots of another person that you reached out to on TikTok, asking him to do a background check on me also, because you
I have never done that, Brandy. That is a bull-faced lie.
So all these people
about your
all
background.
10 of these people are just making it up.
I don't care. I don't give a shit about your background.
Does somebody have a fake account with her name on it?
Apparently on Snapchat a year ago.
It's not true. I'm telling you, I did not do it. I would take a freaking lie detector test. And that's what I said. You want me to admit to something I did not do.
Connie,
I did not do it.
Here's the thing. I'm Connie. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna agree. This is what I'm gonna agree with you right now. I'm gonna agree with you if you agree that your name will never come out my mouth. I'm done with you being in my life. I'm done you talking about me. I'm done you talking about Brandy. Just leave us alone. We walked away from you months ago quietly. Didn't just stop talking to you because I'm
I
done.
don't know anything
I'm
about
done with
you
all
guys.
of it, and I'm done with you posting videos about me and Brandy and then bringing Faith into it. I'm done. Everything
I
that we've
haven't
been through,
posted
every
anything
drama that
about
we've
you
been
guys.
through has always been because you brought it up. Anytime Brandy's had a live, and a simple live at that, you jump in the box and bring up other people. Like, I'm done. I walked away from you 3 months ago. I was done. I cut off all communication. The only time I've reached out to you was when one of my friends was going through a rough time and I needed the address. And you've had that address and you said you deleted it, which is fine, whatever. But then I got that she was okay, and then I stopped contacting you. 3 months ago, I stopped
That was
talking to
3
you.
weeks
I
ago.
stopped all communications, but for some reason, you wouldn't let it go.
Chris,
You
I
wouldn't
haven't
just
said a
leave me
word
walk
about you
away.
guys.
Why is that so hard for you to just let people walk away from you, but
You have
instead you
walked
have to
away. What are
cause a
you
big
talking about?
scene?
I haven't said a word to you guys or contacted you.
You was just
Because you
talking
were
about me on your
blocked.
live today, Connie.
With Mike Ivy, because Mike asked me about it. Otherwise, I haven't said a word prior to that.
That's
Not
a
a
lie.
word. No,
That's
it's
a
not a
No.
lie.
lie.
Connie,
Mike just said, "Are we okay?"
we had so many videos, so many recordings of you.
You
Babe,
can
just
have
play the
what
recording.
I am
Just
telling
play
you,
the
I haven't
recording.
said a word. How many times do you go on that Petty Betty and you talk about me every time in there about my
Every
Because you
foot?
never
single time
stopped.
I'll
that
I
tell
you
you
never
talk
what,
brought
about
you up
us,
until you
I
brought
did.
me up.
I talked about you several times because of the things that I have seen, that I've seen or heard with my own ears. Like the stuff that
Love you,
where
Rutina.
he was talking really, really, really bad about Faith, and I'll just say it. You even called her a whore. And all this stuff, and then there you are up under her, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, it was, it's like, do you hate her? Is she this, or do you support her? So that makes me be like, in line with everything that they've shown me. It's like, who is this person? That's where my mind was at.
There was a time I did not care for Faith at all, and her and I did not get along when I was with Chris and Brandy. And I will tell you that Brandy has been jealous of that woman from day one.
That's a lie.
Brandy's jealous of Faith for what?
She has been. Oh yeah, because she always was in the ranks and she was always ahead of her. She never liked it, and she always hated it. And people
Connie,
can say,
I only
"What?"
done the ranks. I only done the ranks the one time when I ran against Faith. That don't even make sense. But whatever.
I know.
That's whatever you do.
Honestly, I'm not trying to be ugly, but I know not one.
And that's why you guys wanted me to take the box over here. You wanted me to take the box for
Yeah,
this reason.
and I
right now.
appreciate you doing that, because I mean,
Yeah,
that's
and
stuff on
so
the
we could all come over here and then you could all call me a liar. And I'm telling you, I didn't do any of the shit that they're accusing me of doing. I don't talk about them. It's
That's
him,
why
though,
I
that
said,
can
did
call
somebody
them.
make a fake account then? Because the
I
reason
have no idea what they did, but I don't
they
come
got
over in my box and
screenshot.
make up shit.
You need to find out. I mean, because what else could they be doing? You know what I'm saying? This
Well,
is just
I don't know
one
because
thing.
I didn't do anything with his his account thing there that he had his what
The
is his
nonprofit thing.
his nonprofit thing. I did nothing with that thing. I knew not. I couldn't even tell you the address of that damn thing or hardly the name of it. I would have to look it up. I had it on my TikTok thing, but I don't even know the name of it. I knew nothing about it.
Agree to like you said that you're not talking about them. Can you at least agree, if they make the same agreement towards you, that if you are somewhere else and somebody is saying something, just don't add to, not that you got to defend them because y'all are parted ways, but just don't add to it. Don't say nothing if they do the same. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I would never have to talk about them again ever in my entire life.
So, Connie, let me ask you
we're in
this.
agreement.
I could agree to that 100%. I wouldn't have to have them occupy 1 ounce of my brain ever again.
Cool. Okay. So when you do go live and you do talk about us, then what? Then what?
I don't have to say anything. I would never do it again. That's
Okay.
all there is to it.
Then I guess from here on out, when you hold your live, my name, Brandy's name, shouldn't fly out your mouth. Then, right? That's what you're
Unless
agreeing
you
to.
talk about mine, unless you talk about me.
You know what? I can't help what people do on their lives.
Well, it's funny when you get with Tina, you can talk about my foot. You always call it, what is it? My skank foot or my wig on my head. What is that you always say, Chris? Do I
I'm
get
not
on
gonna
there and
the
talk
wig.
about you and your body deformities? Do I do that? Do I get on there and say, oh, let's talk about Chris and his deformities?
Slots,
Do I do
have I
that?
ever brought up Connie's wig? Because I didn't even know you had a wig until the day you brought it up.
Hey, I
No, I
promise
know, but
you,
you
Connie,
sure
I
do
promise you.
now. He sure
I
does
promise you.
now.
But he did. But
I've
he
never
did
brought
that.
up
When
your
I
wig.
did that,
People
he
ask
was
me.
in total
Oh, yeah, you're
shock.
trying to say, Slot, you got that wig? You got that wig? Yeah, I've seen that
Oh,
little
see,
video.
this is
That
exactly
was
what I was telling you,
afterwards.
Slot.
That was after I did
Yeah,
it. That
that's what
initial.
I tell you, Slot. Yeah, you have to see it's okay for him to do it, though. Yeah, he's Mr. Positive.
I
I
never
know. I
brought up
didn't
your
know
wig. I
that you
didn't even
had.
know you
I
had
never
one.
accused you of
No, but
saying
you do
anything like
now.
that about him. I've never accused
Never knew
you
you had one.
of
But you
making
do
fun of
now.
They
me.
You bring
asked
it up
me
all the
about your
time.
wig, and I was dumbfounded because throughout
I'm
a year and a
dumbfounded.
half, I told you who I was, and you couldn't even tell me about a damn wig.
No, and I wouldn't.
Blew my mind.
Blew
Connie,
your
what I think
mind.
is really, really funny about all this and why I'm laughing over here, not about the wig. So the last messages we actually got from you.
Oh, she wants to talk about me, but we'll leave then?
Oh, of course, because I'm getting ready to talk about the text messages she sent about Faith and calling
Just
Faith a
keep going there.
whore
Keep going.
and
'Cause
all the
welcome
horrible
back
stuff
here.
she said about her and wanting to know if it was okay with us if she went and blasted her. And we was like, why? If that person don't want her in the live, they can just block her. Like, why would you even do that? And she comes back and she's like, because I know that everything I do affects you guys. So I just want to run it by you. Literally the following week, we walk away from her and look who she's over there saying, I love you too. Like,
I would just like to say that she wished ill upon my child. So, and that is screen recorded. There's that. So
Connie did.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
sure
she did.
did.
she did.
Connie, I
So-
really wish you would come back and address that. If you brought a child into it, it's one thing if you're going against them, but even if you don't want to come in the box, if you'll address in the comments about saying something about a child.
So I'm just gonna
Yeah, she
say
really did. She
my
really came
piece
on here
is
live.
that I've known Connie for I don't know, since last spring sometime, and she's always in her drama, and she's always, as soon as there's an issue, has her fucking 2 cents to add about me. She's been in Faith's live talking about me. She's in her own live talking about me. So Connie, there's a reason I call you hoof rot, because you keep fucking talking about me, and that's all there is to it. Like, I wouldn't talk about you if you wouldn't talk about me, but calling us trash, yeah, so I'm going to make a joke about it. If you want to call us trash, I'm going to have a trash live, and I'm going to use trash emojis, because your opinion really doesn't bother me, but it's like a tit for tat, and I will say I'm petty like that. You continue to talk about me, and I will. And if you want to bring and wish ill upon my fucking child, I'm really going to talk some shit about you. I haven't
Wait,
yet,
she
but
responded. She never said shit. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I was trying to watch. If Connie, will you say something so I can see it? That the child thing that's what I'm asking about.
oh, I'm mean to everybody. You
She's
must not really
actually
spend
not.
time in my chat.
They said it's recorded, Connie. About
Yeah,
the
it's screen
child.
recorded.
Do you want to defend yourself on that, or
Brandy, you have it, don't you?
Yeah, I have it. I don't know if I can send it to Slots.
Can you send it to Slot?
Here in just a second.
play it?
I won't take a box with her.
Also, you miserable fucks, I got my account
Connie
back.
Crew, I won't take a box with her.
With who? With Regina?
Regina?
Why? Because you said vile things? So you just want to keep this going,
Agreed.
Connie?
Well,
You and I can't
let's
hash it
don't
out?
talk about Jeremy because I have that agreement that
So you guys remember the video where she talked about Sarah, right? And then she, a couple days later, stated that she never talked about Sarah, but then it was put out there that it was shown on her live on
right.
a live a day right after that she did, and then she seen it and she was like, "I'm sorry that I talked about you," but she straight up lied about it. This is the
On the
exact same
child,
thing
y'all,
that's
before y'all
happening.
start commenting, let's wait till we hear the recording because we're going to do it right.
I don't know if I can play a recording while I'm in the box.
Can you
Send
got
it to
another
Slot.
device? Yeah, or
I'm going to
send
drop
me-
out real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay. No, it's okay. You're going to be sorry. I just wanted to, I want to make sure that before everybody starts saying something, then it's, not that I do not
Thank you, Jersey.
believe them at all. I mean, I want to 100% do. They already know that. Retina, check IG. Hey,
I mean-
Joe.
Bree, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Since
doing?
we're waiting on the response. Slots, is it okay if I address Bree?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Bree, you were part of that whole situation with Connie as well.
Just bring it a box. I don't know who's who, so you have to tell me.
I mean, Bree and Brandy had conversations. Bree was actually supposed to send Brandy all the things that she has about what Connie had to say about me and Brandy.
I need to say this real quick. Mods, if you see any negative comments about Jeremy in here, please mute the don't block the person. Mute them.
Hey, Gloria. Love you too,
Because
Gloria.
I have given my word. I've given my word that I won't say anything negative and I won't let the chat on mine say anything negative, and no matter what, I'm not going to go back on it. I hope y'all respect that. Man, we know you over here every night looking for a woman for marriage. Hell, give
Thank
it
you, Fishy.
up. I would love to get, so who said they would love to get a box?
They said with Jeremy, but
I
hey,
don't
Deanne.
care. Talk, Chris. I hear somebody talk.